Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes. We are back with the brilliant lawn mowing simulator on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, in a previous video, we got the third contract finished. We had to cut the grass of some very posh rich bloke. But for some reason, I once again got a collision fine. I'm not too sure what I apparently collided with. All I can assume is that when I drive down the trailer, when I first pick up my lawnmower, maybe the blades on the bottom of my lawnmower are catching on the ramp a little bit and that is considered a collision. I'm not too sure, but I keep getting these weird 25 pence collisions and they're a bloody nightmare. Obviously it's only 25 pence, but I'd rather get 0 pence in fines. But let's get straight into it. So I think we're getting relatively close actually to being able to hire our first employee, if I remember correctly. So I think what we're going to need to do before we jump into the next mission, we are going to need to, at some point we're going to need to upgrade our building so that we've got another bay so that we can store another lawnmower, because when you hire people you also need to have equipment for them to use. So we're going to need to first things first upgrade our base of operations. Then we're going to need to hire somebody, and then we're going to, actually it's probably better if we buy some equipment first, otherwise we're going to pay wages for no reason. So we probably want to upgrade the building first, then buy a lawnmower and a strimmer, and then after that then hire somebody. But we are getting relatively close to being able to hire someone, but first things first, we need to actually get some money, because the upgrade cost is 1,500 and I've only got 1,442, so as soon as I upgrade, I'm going to basically be poor. Okay, so I think what we're going to do today actually is I think we are going to do this mission right here. It's a pretty high complexity rating because this mission is an absolute nightmare. But we're going to be going back to Old Nook Cottage. So we're going to do this one. It's my least favourite mission that I've done in the game so far, and I want to get it out of the way. But it's not a fun one. You have to be very, very slow in this mission, and it really, really affects your bloody hand. Well, it affects my hand because you have to so lightly touch the R2. It gives me a bloody hand cramp. I don't know why the hell the recommended cut time is 19 minutes. No way are you going to do this in 19 minutes. Mind you, it does say recommended deck width 130 centimetres and mine's only 80. So mine's like nearly half the size. So you probably want to do this mission when you've got a bigger, more beefier lawnmower. But we're going to do it now because we like to suffer. So right, let's grab old Dave, my good mate Dave. Absolute legend in the grass cutting business. Obviously we're going to have to grab this. We don't have anything else. And we'll grab this bad boy. Alright, let's jump straight in then. But you're going to see why this level's so annoying as soon as we get into it. There you go. See? A beautiful, beautiful English summer's day. Bloody rain. And it makes the grass soggy, which in return makes your hopper get filled up a lot faster with soggy grass. So you've got to go back and forth to the bags more often, which obviously costs you time. And then on top of that, you've got to go even slower. So it's a bloody nightmare. At least the cut height is about 8 centimetres, so that's a bit better. But there's not too many things you can bump into, and it's a relatively small garden. It's just you've got to go so slow. Alright, let's get into it. 6 objects to pick up. I thought normally they give you like some sort of warning about the wet weather. I think you can cut down those weeds, by the way. I don't think they count as flowers. Oh look, it's a stable. Very nice. It's a shame there ain't a random horse in there that will just stare at me whilst I do my job. Mind you, I'm kind of glad there ain't a horse in there, because if there was a horse in there, I know for a fact I would be distracted so much that I would not get any work done. What the bloody hell is this other item? Come on, you're affecting my bonus. It's got to be. don't even know what the hell I picked up then. That must have been tiny. Absolutely tiny. It's probably like a 1 pence or something like that, wasn't it? And for some reason I still had to pick it up. I think in some of the later levels, I might be lying about this, but I think you can find valuables over the ground, and if you pick them up, I guess you hand them in at the end of the mission automatically, maybe, or I don't know if you have the option of keeping them. I've seen it in the menu at the end of the level, but it looks like you can find valuables and you can make money from it. So maybe you hand them in and you get a reward for finding like Gladys's ring in the grass or something. So that's pretty good. Okay, alright, let's get into this. What was it? 8 centimetres. Yeah, between 7 and 8. We'll go with 8. Might as well refuel while I'm here. Okay, here we go. Lovely jubbly. Well, I hope you guys and girls are in bed at the moment, all comfy. Got yourself a cup of tea or a cup of hot chocolate, because I know this game is relatively chill, and you're probably thinking, yeah, I don't want to be watching this in the middle of the day because this is going to send me asleep. Hopefully not. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is a good thing. If this is a playthrough that helps you sleep. Oh. I don't know why that come up as a message like that. It's already told me before. I was driving too quick. I started talking. But yeah, if this is a playthrough you can come back to and it's going to help you sleep, you know, that's a good thing, I suppose. As long as you don't consider the video boring. And we're going to constantly have that red ring appear around the speedometer constantly. Hey look, it's one of those red telephone boxes. Lovely. Nothing more English than a red telephone box. Or one of those red post boxes. Nothing more English than that, is there? You see one of those bad boys, you know you're in the UK. Mind you, they might have them in other countries as well. Not sure. But they're definitely a UK thing. Specifically England. I'm not even driving that flipping far. I can't go much slower. I've got my index finger very lightly on the R2 right now. Like, I'm not even applying any pressure. It's like I'm gently petting a newborn baby bird, and it's still telling me that I'm driving too flipping quick. Just make sure you do keep your eyes on the hopper, because it will fill up very quick in this soggy level. But we're not going to finish it in 19 minutes 50 seconds, that's for sure. You might think to yourself, ah yes, a small garden, I'm going to blast through it, but the fact that I've got to drive so much slower will really ruin it. Plus, we're going to have to take several trips over to those bags to dump off the grass. I think the next level, though, is... a relatively... It's another beautiful level, but it's another one. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, because there's a lot of like curls and turns and stuff like that. Not too many things you have to dodge, but yeah, it's a big bloody maze, that level. So many little curls and stuff you need to do. I think next time I start one of these missions, I'm gonna... I'm not even driving quick. I'm getting like 3-ish miles per hour. 4 miles per hour. I can't go any flipping slower than that, mate. Because I think Dave, before he started working in the lawn mowing business, I think he used to be a Formula 1 driver. Because before I started recording, I was having a chat with Dave, and I was like, "You're right, mate, how you doing?" Because he's one of my employees. I wanted to know how he was doing. I'm a good boss, you know. And I said to him, you know, what did you do before you decided to enter the lawn mowing business? And he was like, oh, I used to be a world champion Formula 1 driver. So every time he jumps onto the lawnmower, he has flashbacks to his Formula 1 days, and he just puts his fucking... He puts the pedal to the metal, and he goes for it. And he can't be doing that, because he's going to destroy the mud. I keep telling him about it, but he won't bloody listen. Oh, lovely. Right, don't crash into the trough, whatever you do. Don't know why they just didn't let the horse out of the bloody shed. They could have let the horse eat all the grass. Those bad boys can eat quite a bit of grass. I've seen the difference of what... Can I drive over these and see what happens? Okay, there you go. I don't think that occurs any fines or anything. I do think they want me to chop those up. Because I think I did it with the strimmer, and I started panicking, but I wanted to check, and I didn't get any fines, so I think it's okay to do that. Not sure why they would want to keep those ugly looking weeds anyway. Oh, I feel right at home in this game at the moment. I feel right at home. I mean, actually, looking out my window right now, it's bright blue skies. It's about 20 degrees, and it's a lovely summer's morning in England. But this is generally what our summers look like. This, and then because it's still warm, like 30 degrees, but rainy, it's horrible and sticky and humid. And then you just sit on the sofa wondering why the hell you're still alive. We've got some of the worst heat in England. Like, even if you live in a country with actual like hot weather, I'm gonna have to go back to the and dump out my grass. I didn't notice. If you just drive around the middle, it seems to flip in, cut so much more grass. But if you're from a country that is actually hot, like I reckon if you were from like Saudi Arabia or something like that, or Pakistan or North Africa, I reckon you'd come to the UK and you'd still feel even more hot than you do in Africa. Because I think Africa and that have got just a better heat. I think England's just like one of the worst bloody places for humidity. Something like that. I know we've got really bad humidity. And that's what makes it horrible. That's what makes it uncomfortable. That big old line in the middle now is going to piss me off. Oh, lovely. Oh, come on, shut up. I was tempted to not even bother doing this mission. I was just going to skip it and then do it when I really need to. But yeah, unfortunately, I decided to get it out of the way. That's the kind of thing I do in real life, though. It's like with like the weightlifting and stuff like that. Even though weightlifting is very good for my mental health, and that is the #1 reason I do it. You know, getting gains and getting muscle and getting stronger. That's just a bonus. For me, it's all about making my brain be less of a cockwomble. So, but there are days where I really, really don't want to flip and do it. I despise doing it. And I used to do it in the evening after I got back from work. So I decided, you know what? For one, doing it after work is stupid because I'm more tired from work, so then I can't push myself as hard when I do the workout, but I also have to dread doing it for the whole bloody day. So I started doing it in the morning instead, straight after recording. So that definitely helps because then it gets it out of the way. And that's basically how I do anything. If there's something I really don't want to do, I'll do it instantly, just to get it out of the way. There's no point leaving it to the last minute because then oh fuck! Oh well, that was a collision. Oh man, oh that was a collision. Yeah, that was me. That was all me. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Well, when we get a collision fine at the end of this level, at least we know we deserved it. Unlike the other few levels where I bumped into Casper, the friendly ghost. But yeah, I always like to do stuff early in the morning, get it out of the way. No point dwelling on it for the whole day, get it out of the way. But the most important thing is these things that you do, that you dread doing, normally are going to better you in some way, whether it's doing your homework, working out, learning some sort of new skill, whatever it is. If you dread doing it, you're more than likely going to be doing something that will make you a better human. So make sure you do it, no matter what, make sure you do it. No matter how irritating, tedious, boring, painful, or whatever it may be, make sure you get it done, WolfTheWolf. There's a tip from BwolfTheWolf for you. And most importantly, never ever ever quit, and never ever ever skip it for the day. Because once you start skipping these things for the day, that's when it becomes skipping it for a week, and that's when it becomes you just eventually giving up. So keep working hard, WolfTheWolf, and don't quit. Basically, look at my YouTube channel. You know, that's a perfect example right there, innit? Uploading every single day for what, 8 2/3 of a year. Every single day, even when I've been going through some of the most horrific times, still uploading, except 2019 obviously, but that was a complete different situation. And despite the low views, still bloody here every day, and boys and girls, still bloody here. That's what you've got to do, you've got to keep at it. And then eventually it will pay off, one way or another. I mean, YouTube's already paid off for me, because I met you guys and girls, honestly are absolute legends, and I mean that. I'm not just saying it because you watch my videos, and I make like £30 a month through adverts, and I've also got some absolute legends as channel members. I'm not just sucking your dicks or licking your minges, I assure you of that. I am just being 100% honest. You guys and girls are absolute legends. Absolute legends. Couldn't ask for a better fan base, honestly. Don't even like calling you fans because it feels disrespectful. You guys and girls are, you're friends. You're all friends. Might even consider you family. You're my internet family. I'm not going to be one of those cringy channels that starts the bloody videos off by going, "Hey there, family." I'm not going to do none of that shit. But yeah, you guys and girls, you're my brothers and sisters. Absolute legends, all of you. Not sure why I'm talking about this. Having a bit of a sentimental moment. I think I'm just feeling sad because I'm driving around in the rain, and that's when you just feel sad. So you start talking about stuff like this. Fucking rain. God, I hate the rain so much. I don't know how some of you guys and girls can like the rain, you know, when people get like, you know, when they sit by the window and they just watch a thunderstorm. I suppose it can be relaxing, but so depressing, just so dark and grey. It's like the country turns into my mind. Horrible. 10 minutes, yeah, see what I mean though? We've already been going for 10 minutes. We're more than likely going to have to empty our lawnmower another 2 times possibly. And we've only got 9 minutes left and we've still got a substantial amount of grass to cut. I wonder how much of a collision fee we're going to get now. Because that was a pretty reasonable whack, wasn't it? Straight into that rotten tractor's tyre. Not even sure why they care that I bumped into it. Look at the state of this piece of crap. It's not like it's going to work. Look at it. I don't think it's not even there like it's a working tractor. It's just rusted and rotten. Don't know why you want to leave something like that in the paddock of where you keep your horse. The horse goes over there, catches its leg on like a rusty nail or something, might get some bloody TB. You do get tuberculosis from like rusty stuff, don't you? Like if you cut yourself on like a rusty fence or something, you can get TB, can't you? Or am I talking absolute bollocks? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know how your day is going, BwolfTheWolf. Let me know if you're having a good day. Hopefully you are. Hopefully you all are. Hopefully you're all having an absolutely fantastic day. Oh, steady. Don't have another collision. We're probably already going to be charged. If we get charged 25 pence for basically crashing into thin air, then what we're going to get from crashing into a tractor, I reckon they're going to take my entire payment now. We're going to finish the level and it's going to say like minus 500 or some crap. I reckon we can do one more circle, then we're going to have to empty the hopper. Might be able to go around again anyway. I'm going to empty it once we get there. That little line of grass there, that's aggravating me. I feel like I've been able to drive a little bit quicker this time. Like when I did this off camera, I felt like I had to go a bit slower than this. I feel like I've been allowed to keep up the pace a bit more. They've allowed Dave to channel his inner Formula 1 days without getting too mad at him. I feel like what's going to happen is one day I'm going to do a mission and I'm going to know 100% that I didn't collide with anything, and then I'm going to reverse into this bag and that's going to count as a collision. But the lawnmowers in this game actually are based on real life lawn mowing equipment, because it tells you, if you look at the trademarks when you come on the game, you can see that it's got all of the labels for these things, all of the trademarks for these things in the credits and that. So that's pretty good. I know there's one trophy in this game because some of the machines are American made, and there's a trophy for making sure you do a contract on the 4th of July with a American made lawnmower, which is a bit of a nightmare because what if you forget to do it? How long do you have to wait for it to get back round to the 4th of July? Is there a way of skipping time? I don't know. That sounds like a bit of a nightmare of a mission, unless you can, maybe you can change the time on your console. Actually, I don't think you can. That can't be right, because it's currently like March in the game, and obviously it's May in real life. I don't know. Maybe there's a way. It's probably a guide on Google if you miss it, or maybe you just have to wait and deal with it. That's why it's always good to check the trophies before you start a game. Just be careful of spoilers. Because sometimes you can finish a game and have like 99% of the trophies finished, and there's one you've missed, and it's, to be able to get it, you've got to do so much faffing around. I think it was like in Saints Row 3, there was a mission for doing something with certain gang members, and if you'd already have taken over the whole of the Saints Row world, I've forgotten the name of the city in Saints Row 3, then no gang members would spawn anymore, or certain types of gang members wouldn't spawn anymore, so doing this trophy become a nightmare. But there was one little tiny area that you could find, if you went on Google it, and you Googled it, there was a lot of people mad about it, but there was one area where just 2 gangsters would always spawn, no more than that, like 2 gangsters or something. So you'd have to wait around for like an hour just for these 2 stupid gangsters to spawn. And if you hadn't done any of that trophy, you'd be spending a good 2 days doing it. Bloody nightmare. That's why it's always good to check the trophies if you want to platinum a game. But like I said, just be wary of spoilers, because some games have got very obvious spoilers in their trophy names. There are marked as spoilers, but like hidden trophies. But you have to check them out, because sometimes they're hidden for no apparent reason. And then it'll be like, kill 10 people with a knife, and that's hidden for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's a spoiler about a weapon in the game. Who knows? Starting to get into some tight turns now where I'm having to brake, and that slows me down. At least we ain't got to worry actually about cutting down any flowers. That's one benefit of this level. One thing that is a shame though is it was only in game time, it was only like 2 or 3 days ago I think that I cut the grass in the front garden, or the back garden, whatever it would be considered. It looks like the front garden, doesn't it, of this property. But if I walk over there now and I have a look, the grass will all be back like this, which is a shame, because I've technically cut it only like 2 days ago, and I don't think it'll grow that quick. Grass does like to grow relatively quick, but not that bloody quick. Do you notice how you don't have to cut the grass at all in the winter though? It's like the grass goes and hibernates for a bit, probably because of the lack of sun. But then the second the summer comes, especially in this bloody country with the constant boiling hot weather and then suddenly rain, it's perfect conditions for bloody grass, ain't it? And then it grows so quick. And then you've got to open up your cupboard, open up your shed, fight all of the tarantulas that have moved in just to get to your lawnmower. I don't know if that's my neighbour's dog barking, or if that is Cody, the King Charles Spaniel that's in the school. They've got quite a few animals where I work now. They've got Peter the rabbit, who I talk to every single evening after work, give him a few strokes. Maybe I will upload a video of him onto my Twitter so you guys and girls can see him. There's a cute little white bunny. Got him in there. There's also another bloke in there who brings his own dog in there. It's a little dog, I think it's a King Charles Spaniel, named Cody. Bloody adorable, absolutely adorable. Sometimes he's got it in the classroom with him when I'm cleaning. And as soon as I walk up to the door, he's peeking through the door at me through the glass and shaking his little butt, waggling his little tail. And then I go in there, he rolls on his back, and I give him all of the belly rubs. It's always a good day seeing Cody. Makes working in that horrendous job that little bit better. But it sounds like he might be barking outside at the moment. But hopefully he's not, because you're messing with my videos. So keep it down, Cody, if it is you, but I think it might be my neighbour's dog. Not sure what dog it is. It looks like a Shih Tzu or something. Nobody seems to want to get a proper dog, do they? You know, a big old beefy German Shepherd. All these little dogs. Who wants a little dog? You want a little animal, buy a cat. Or a rabbit or a rat or something. Don't buy it. Don't buy a mini dog. Don't get a pug. Especially pugs with their bloody face conditions that they have, because they've been bred to look how they look. They deal with a lot of issues with their face. So it's probably not good to buy a pug actually. Probably not good to support it. Even though pugs are adorable, but yeah. See, look at the time. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get this done on time. I already knew I wasn't gonna. If I had a bigger lawnmower, then we would have. And it's not even like you can come back and do these contracts again. Or maybe you can. Maybe once you finish all the contracts, it unlocks them all for you to play again if you want. I'm not sure. Don't think it does though. There's over 100 of them anyway, so there's a ton. But it's a shame you can't come back to them when you've got better equipment. Okay, you can reverse and also cut the grass. I don't think it works too well doing that in real life. I know if I walk backwards with my lawnmower, it cuts it, but not happily. It does get a little bit stuttery, like it's going to clog up the blades. Especially with all this soggy grass. I think we've left a few stragglers. I say we, it was all me. I think I've left a few stragglers. What percent? Oh no, actually we might have done relatively well. We're on like 96%. And we've got to do the entire edge, which shouldn't take too long because it's just bushes. So we ain't even going to have to slow down. We can just go proper crazy with a strimmer. Lovely. Okay, let's park this bad boy up and let's get the strimmer. I'm not going to bother emptying it because we can empty it once we get out of this mission. Right? If I drive really slow, no, I felt a zzz on my control, so that must have been a collision. There's challenges to do in this game. What if that requires you to finish the level with no collisions? There's got to be something going on. There has been people platinum the game though, so maybe it's just me being really bad at video games. Oh. Why does this one make grass clippings? Maybe it's because the grass is soggy, I guess. You better not do that when I'm going around here. You got to pick up the grass clippings because if you leave them, not that I don't even know how you would find them if you walk away because they don't. I don't think they look like anything. It's not like they stand out or anything. But if you leave grass clippings behind, then I think you have to pay a fine, which is a shame. Can't see anything through these bushes, that's for sure. I'm doing alright though, I think. Except for that, obviously, the collision with the tractor. That weren't good. I'm probably not going to get paid anything for this now. God, they do take away a ton of my money. I'm pissed. Be very pissed. I need that bloody money. With the next payment I get, I can upgrade my headquarters and we can start... To be honest, one thing I can do, because I'm playing this off camera, not too often, I'm not even that far ahead, because I'm bloody busy all the time at the moment. And by the time, because even though I play video games every day because of YouTube, well, not every day because I don't record on Saturday, but I very rarely play games outside of YouTube lately. Like, I'm normally just slightly ahead of whatever playthrough I'm doing on YouTube. I'm slightly ahead off camera, normally. But if I do get to play this more off camera and I make a lot of progress, one thing I can do is I can switch over to my other save and we can just do some on camera where you guys and girls can see some of the better equipment. Because it takes so long to unlock stuff in this game, which obviously is a good thing. I don't want it to be done in like 4 seconds, but yeah, it makes it harder for me to show you the cool things. So maybe I'll unlock some stuff off camera on my main save and I'll show you on camera. There's 100 bloody missions we can do anyway. Plus I'll be doing the grass cutting blind as well, so I won't know what to expect, so that could be interesting. Not that it's a difficult game anyway. As long as you're careful and don't rush too much, despite there being a time limit. It's when you get to the challenges that it becomes very difficult. Got to be some around here. And then we've got to do around the trees as well. Oh yeah, there's a lot over here. Oh dear, I don't know how I'm going to still do. I think it's because I've left a bunch of lines like... How the hell does that create bloody grass clipping? Oh, shut up! Alright, well what left? What's left to cut? Oh yeah, okay. I was going to say, there's a lot of percent left. Always that 0 point... Oh, there we go. So we must have done nearly 100% to be honest. I might as well do that bit there. I'm not just gonna leave that because I'm done, you know. Just because you're done doesn't mean you're done. I know that obviously they only wanted that much cut, but I'm not gonna leave that. Because that would just piss them off, wouldn't it? Oh, there's another tree over there. Man, we must have done nearly 100% of the grass. We did pretty well with getting all the grass in this level. Oh shit, better get me thumbnail. Let's put my strimmer away. Always nearly forget to get the thumbnail. This is the only opportunity to get a somewhat decent one without a ton of HUD. Look at those stupid tracks in the middle ruining my thumbnail. That's when I drove back to empty the hopper. Lovely. What a beautiful day. Fucking weather. Hey, look, air balloon. I don't think you want to be up there in this weather, mate. Hey, look at those birds. This is a great game. So many little touches in there. Don't think you want to be up in an air balloon. Oh, there's another one in this weather, especially with the lightning. Alright, I see how much they charge me for total in their... Oh, 25p. I don't understand that. Oh, well, never mind. Jesus. We're nearly ranked 5. But yeah, I'm going to have to end the video now, WolfTheWolf. So yeah, thanks for watching, WolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today.